What's up guys, welcome to the Moody channel. Today I have something very special for you guys. Torghast the Twisting Corridor. Now I have 30 tips in less than 7 minutes. Many of these tips actually comes for you guys during our streams. So without further ado, let's check them out. If you pull too many mobs at once, or if you maybe just want to skip some, you can actually do that by running away. If you get far enough, they'll stop combat and run back. So it's not like in dungeons and raids where they will chase you like forever. The Ravenous Anima Cell that you can buy from the broker gives anima power when you use it on a non-elite enemy. Different enemies give different type of anima powers, but you should use it on each new kind of mob. If used on the same type of mob again, you only get Phantasma. Also, don't use it on dogs or rats. There is always a mini-boss at the end of each floor. You can skip killing the mini-boss and just run through the portal if you want. Remember, you will lose getting an anima orb if you don't kill it. When you start a fresh new Twisting Corridor run, you get an anima power to choose. But what if this one is not the one you like? Well, you can actually reset this Twisting Corridor by going out and in again. When you do that, you'll get a new anima power to start with. You can do this until you're satisfied. However, you still have no idea about the powers you will get for the rest of the run. As you probably know, Twisting Corridors got 18 floors and you get meet a boss at every 6th floor. You can see what the next main boss will be by looking at the image next to the broker vendor. This one is about the Signs of Lion quest to find 3 items in Twisting Corridor. You only need to kill the first boss at floor 6, but 3 times. Instead of killing all 3 bosses in there and the final boss at floor 18, no. Don't make it hard for yourself. Kill the first boss 3 times, quest done. The mob vendor Venari sells an item called Phantasmic Infuser. When inside Torghast, you use this one by consuming 100 Phantasma and it will empower you by boosting you with a secondary stat for 20 minutes. Now some of you might start Twisting Corridor and you start doing the lower floors and you might think, oh, this is really easy, I gotta do this as a piece of cake. Beware though, when you reach around floor 13, that's when it gets much harder. Mobs will do much more damage, so beware with your pulls. You can't go nuts like I did earlier. Always pick chance for extra damage when using abilities, they're insanely good. Always go for extra health when available. When getting an anima orb, you can save it for later. For example, if it's an immune to damage for 1.5 minutes. However, you must choose the anima orb before you can get the new one. You can't save it for all the time. Kill all mobs, loot everything, destroy all urns. Ads that fear are the hard ones. Always make sure to interrupt the fear and nothing else because of the interrupt cooldown. Most of the times, the fear cast is called something with terror. It is easier to do Twisting Corridors in a group. Don't go too much to the middle when running on a chain. It makes you go upwards, and if you walk slightly to the side, you fall much longer since it's a downhill and you fall off. Be safe, use Goblin Glider. When you fight those mini bosses, fight them further back, because if you miss a fear and you get feared, you can actually get feared all the way out to the next floor. The mob vendor Venari sells items that boost you up in Torghast. You buy it with the currency Stygia, and you unlock these items by gaining reputation with Venari. A lot of these Venari items are permanent, focus on them. They will work all the time and you buy it only once. Buy permanent stuff to Torghast. This one makes it to your first death in Torghast is not applied to your death counter. Another one called Extra Dimensional Pocket 800 allows Obleron anima powers in Torghast to be used in higher amounts. Now these type of anima orbs are the ones that increase your health, gives you stats and stuff. The Bangle of Seniority grants broker vendors inside Torghast to have a chance to offer you uncommon anima powers to sell to you. The Ritual Prism of Fortune is also a permanent one, and it increases the chance of receiving an epic anima power from the anima hordes in Torghast. This one grants chance to obtain reduced prices on animal hordes sold by the broker vendors. The possibility matrix allows you to always have at least 2 options to choose from. Free the soul remnants when exploring Torghast. You will notice soul remnants usually chained on the floor under the cages. If you free them, you grant a soul blessing. This one stacks with 1% of the main stat buff each time. Never use the Ravenous Anima Cell on the broker. It's the same one that pops up later on, so if you use it, he will not show up later and sell you things. The blue bubble around the broker allows you to change your talents and gear. Also, you can even change the spec. But if you pull a boss, the bubble will despawn and you'll not be able to change your setup anymore. Elites, rares, and bosses, they have a buff that stacks and it's called Unnatural Power. This one increases the damage and movement speed by 10% every 10 seconds, and it stacks. It's a big DPS check, so beware, especially for kiting. And after 10 stacks, it becomes immune to CC. Unfortunately, you should not go AFK in Torghast. There are mobs that can spawn, attack you, and kill you. And no guys, there's no quick fix for the liver puzzle. What we do know is that it has 16 possible combinations. Try and try and try, and eventually you'll get it done. The puzzle chest is a quick fix. When you click on a skull, then 1 to all 4 of the colors will blink. The first thing you do is to find a skull that blinks all 4 colors, click that skull until the chain in front of that skull is removed. Then, find a skull that blinks 3 colors, click that skull until the chain in front of the skull is removed. Then, find a skull that blinks only 2 colors, click on that skull until the chain in front of that skull is removed. And finally, you click on the last one and it's unlocked. Damn, son! It went so fast! We even did 31 tips! Whew! I hope that at least some of these were useful for you. If you liked it, I would love if you gave it a thumbs up. Also, if you want some more, of course, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you will see when more videos will come out regarding Shadowlands. And you are more than welcome to join me on Twitch and hang out with me. Everything from asking questions to game with me, and of course all these raids are coming out, all these viewer stuff we're gonna do together. It will be awesome to do with you guys. When it comes to social media, Twitter is where I hang out mostly. If you like to read guides, I have loads and loads and loads for you on my website, worldofmoody.com. Until next time, guys, take care.